Bean looking left. Plenty of time to the end zone. Has him. A foot down. Touchdown.
Put it right on him. Great play. Great call.
Lawrence Arnold with the touchdown catch for the Jayhawks.
They ran a simple route, an out route. They high.
Splits the uprights, and Kansas takes a 10-0 lead. Just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bean caught at the 9, turning towards the end zone. Touchdown, Arnold! Lawrence Arnold, touchdown, Kansas, with 1:12 to go.
Now that was a what you call a pick play.
Teddy Gallagher and his bleach blonde mullet. Jacob Borchilla from 46 yards away on Kansas's opening drive, and Borchilla is good. A positive start for Kansas. 3-0 the Jayhawks. Lance Leipold. Bean led him on a 64-yard drive to win last week. He's at the 48 here, and he's giving ground. Bean under pressure. He throws it downfield, and he's got a completion inside the 25-yard line and down to the 12. Luke Grimm with a first down grab for Kansas inside the 15.
Get him on the edges and make it happen.
Straight ahead, it is Neal, and he is in. Touchdown.
Where Gallagher missed a tackle, had him dead to rights in the backfield, and Neal was able to slip off and get himself into the end zone. They were just going to make it happen between the tackles behind, call him the old man. Been around about 7 years now.
7th year, decided to play for Jamie Chadwell a second time. McCall, he felt the pocket going away. Looked like he lost the football. He got sideswiped by Malcolm Lee.
He did, and I don't know if he got it back. It looks like initially Kansas fell on the ball. Don't know if they're going to get up with it, but it looks like the Jayhawks have it.
They do. So Coastal Carolina, who was plus 13 in turnover.
That's all coming up at the half. Jason?
See, the deal is, if it's called a lock, you got to get it right. As Bean goes down the sideline, and Kwame Lassiter the second. It's a gain of 22 for Lassiter. Kansas needs points.
Him, and he has let his play kind of speak for him.
Here comes Gunter. He couldn't take down Bean, and Jason Bean stays upright to score. That is brilliant.
Nice job in the open field by Bean to maintain his balance. Just talked about needing to get on the scoreboard. Was Kansas on this drive? Can him miss?
Now Torrey Loughlin in the backfield. He blocks for this run. And up the sideline, it is going to go for a touchdown for Jason Bean.
There is the speed that Clark talked about, that Jamie Chadwell mentioned at halftime.
Sure-handed in the backfield. You can snap the ball right to him or hand him off and he can gain yards.
Oh, that's picked up. Not going the distance.
Going to the house.
Holmberg with the mistake. And good hustle just to track down Dotson. But Kansas with the huge turnover early, and now the Jayhawks are in business.
Yeah, miscommunication on the outside. Quarterback and wide receiver were absolutely not on the same page.
NFL games in that stadium, college games. I saw a monster car crushing event in that stadium too. That's awesome. Bean on the pump, trying to find Wilson, and he makes the catch. Hand fighting all the way down with Jalen Alexander, and a great effort by Wilson to bring it in.
There you go, Jason Bean. Already in the ACC
that
this
Boston
week.
College game was wild earlier today.
Fumble! Picked up by Kansas, the second turnover of the day for the Duke Blue Devils, and the Jayhawks are again in business. Hayden Hatcher fell on it for Kansas.
All right, Hayden Hatcher in the right place at the right time. Kyron Johnson, game we've seen so far, they haven't been able to do that. Shaka Hayward with 5 tackles already.
Here's Loughlin's going to score for Kansas.
And forget about all my keys to the game,
Take
right?
the Food Lion food for thought and put that on hold as Torrey Loughlin took the pass from Jason Bean and gave Kansas the lead.
Talk about opportunity. We mentioned Velton Gardner, one of the top 2 running backs on this team, entered the transfer portal this week, so provides opportunities for guys like Torrey Loughlin. Great word.
Here's Loughlin last time he was in the game at tailback. He took a pass to the house. Now on the end around, a lot of room here. He might run this one into the end zone. He will. 36 yards for Loughlin.
All right, Torrey Loughlin. How about that? I mean, he's touched the ball twice in this game, and both of them have been for touchdowns. Talk about making the most of an opportunity. Velton Gardner entered transfer portal. Torrey Loughlin. I mean, this is a guy, he understands football, right? He was a quarterback. Then
some notes. Sure he'll address the team at halftime with some of the things he has seen. Here's Bean to throw. Has time going deep for Wilson. Wilson juggling the ball. Did he make the catch? He came down with it. He did.
whoa!
Another great catch by Trevor Wilson.
Man!
Bean under center. 4th down. The handoff to Neal. He'll get into the end zone. It looked like there was a little confusion in the backfield, but Neal was able to get the handoff, and he powers his way in.
Gets that 1 yard that you so desperately need in that situation. Fantastic job of just understanding.
And Devin Neal in the game now to start this second half, flanking Jason Bean in the gun. And Neal's going to get an opportunity here, and he breaks it free to midfield. It's a foot race. 40, 30, 20, and knocked out of bounds inside the 15. 62 yards for Devin Neal. One recruit in the state of Kansas and goes to Kansas.
Exactly right.
3rd down now for this Jayhawk team. Bean has all kinds of time. Has a receiver deep too. Connect. That's going to be a touchdown to Kwame Lassiter.
You talk about guys where they're from, their big plays. Well, they needed a quarterback. They went down to Texas, right in the middle of the country, found Jason Bean, got him to transfer from North Texas, and every single time he makes a play like that, you learn a little bit more about what you have at that play caller.
1st and goal. Well, there's the touchdown. Devin Neal doing the honors. And the Jayhawks couldn't have scripted a better opening drive to set the tone and tenor for this ball game.
You know what it was? They've been talking about Jason Bean and his leadership and how he stepped up over the past.
A blitz coming, and he's sacked back at the 36. They lit him up. And a big-time sack. They're going to get him off the field. Kyron Johnson. Run it again. Nice move outside. Neal on the move. Neal ready to deal and pushed out of bounds to the 25. The Jayhawks firing on all cylinders right now offensively.
No problem with that at all.
4-7 on the year. Make it 5 of 8. The Jayhawks leading 10-0. They'll take the field goal. The Oklahoma Sooners on their heels, a little bit rattled, a little disconcerted right now. Caleb Williams will take the field. Brimming. Williams pulls it out again. Got plenty of time. Takes a shot downfield. It's up for grabs and picked off by the Jayhawks. In the secondary, that's Ricky Thomas.
I told you that Caleb Williams has been throwing a lot of 50-50 balls down the field, and his receivers have been coming away with them. But right there, Ricky Thomas, just the right man in the right spot at the right moment. And right now, Kansas has everything going for them.
His agility in space. On 3rd and 3, trying to stay on the field. Complete for the 1st down and then some. Arnold with the catch. Lawrence Arnold moves the sticks. A huge conversion on 3rd down. Already at 5. Neal, touchdown Jayhawks. He's in, no doubt. And a big-time response, and why not stomp a little bit?
Devin Neal said, "Feed me the rock, coach." Coach like, "What? I feed me the rock." They gave it to him. He said, "Say less. I'll meet you in the end zone, baby." What a response by the Jayhawks. Just when Oklahoma comes out, puts 7 points on the board.
Heisman and draft boards since the way he's playing this year.
Pass complete to the 40-yard line and then some. Bean hits Lassiter. Lassiter tiptoes out of bounds. 7:45 to go, down 11. Here, 19-yard gain. Bean, touchdown, Grimm. Hold on. They're going to go for 2 here, probably.
Kansas said, "Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?"
Man.
They're not done yet. Jason Bean.
On 2nd and goal, Neal towards the goal line for the Kansas touchdown. 5th touchdown of the season for Devin Neal, and how about KU striking first on the road? Pocket collapsing, ball pops out straight in the air, and let's see how they rule this. Was the arm coming forward? Jayhawks think that they've recovered. Kyron Johnson collapsed the pocket from the backside. And KU has it. On 3rd down tonight. Daniels heaves it. End zone and caught for the touchdown. Mason Fairchild, his first scoring grab of the season.
And Fairchild was in motion to get a free release because he was.
Daniels straight ahead. The spin towards the goal line. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Touchdown. Where did this guy come from?
Well, Philly, harken clear back to camp. There was a QB1 competition, and Jalen Daniels was right in the middle of that. His eyes are deceiving him at times.
Dixon in the slot on 3rd down, and here's Card. Backside pressure, down he goes. Ball comes out. Kyron Johnson has been a one-man wrecking crew tonight, and let's see who recovered it. Jayhawks have it. Well, Johnson forced the fumble of Thompson back on the first possession of the night for the Longhorns. And he's all over this play again, number 15.
Like that. I don't know how those things work.
Cardell in motion, KU 7 of 8 on 3rd down. The screen pass, wide open is Neal. First down, Kansas. Neal towards the pylon. Touchdown.
Philly, this is what a pressure beater looks like. You're deep in the red zone. It's probably a pass down. And Devin Neal gets lost inside as if he's a pass protector and leaks outside.
Tell you what, these two teams played a thriller here 2 seasons ago. This pass is going to be intercepted. Picked off. Pick 6 for KU. Jacoby Bryant. First career interception. It comes in Austin and it reaches pay dirt.
Well, you ask how aggressive Coach Sarkisian would want to be right here. Well, what you want to be.
8 in the box for the Horns, showing pressure. Off the edge they come. Neal runs right past it. Big gainer for KU. Devin Neal into plus territory. And there he goes. Tripped up inside the 20.
Philly, you hit the nail on the head. Texas rotated out of 2 deep, 2 single.
On second down, Neal straight ahead, end zone, touchdown! Third of the night for Devin Neal. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air.
Devin Neal is
so coachable, so humble. He's young and he wants to get better. He's grown up tonight. Sideline toss, and he dropped it right in the bucket for a big gainer. Kwame Lassiter, yes sir. Pressure. Daniels crossed the middle and brought in for a first down. Cardell climbed the ladder and somehow 3rd and goal. Daniels keeps it, end zone, wide open. Did he get a foot inside? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Lassiter.
great use of getting a dual threat quarterback out on the edge because there's a lot of time left in this one.
Play action, Thompson. End zone. Intercepted! Another Texas turnover, and Burrows makes the play of the night. The freshman from Savannah, Georgia.
Casey Thompson was going to the well one too many times. Worthy was on the post down the middle. And
Lassiter in motion. Handoff, Neal! And they'll call it a touchdown. The late signal rolls in from the bottom of your screen. It was going to be close either way. The Jayhawks an extra point away from tying this one up. Or will they? Daniels, flushed. Daniels, end zone, caught! Kansas wins it! Jared Casey, the hero, and the Jayhawks find a way.
Well, Philly, remember why Jared Casey is even in the game. Your best receiving tight end, Mason Fairchild, got chopped to the ground and hasn't been in the game since. Jared Casey is a fullback. Don't you love this game?
57-56, the final score in Austin. The
It was Jalen Daniels in for the touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the season. Daniels, connection to Neal. Stepped out of bounds before he went into the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2-yard line. First and goal, Neal into the end zone. Kansas takes the lead. 1 yards on the ground for Pesek Hickson. Daniels looking. Luke Grimm, touchdown KU. They'll change the formation here. It's an empty set for Jalen Daniels. Lops one up to Jared Casey. Get it! Touchdown KU. This guy.
I don't know if you saw that they motioned out an offensive lineman.
Mom and Dad love it.
Out of the hold of Reese Vernon, the snap from Luke Hosfer. Good snap, on off leg, and he got it. And so Kansas takes the football first after winning the coin toss. They move the ball down the field with a big third down conversion. They bounce back from the West Virginia lead heavily last week on its number 4 in white, Letty Brown. And he's going to take the first carry of the day, and Malcolm Lee and that Kansas defense got the football. Gavin Potter came out with it. and the officials signal Jayhawk ball.
He never got it clean, guys. It looked like as soon as he was handed the ball, it was just not.
The plan was to redshirt him, but because of injuries to two quarterbacks ahead of him on the depth chart, he had to play. And now he's getting an opportunity to set himself up for next year. Lou Grimm brought it in. What a catch. On 3rd down and 5, 40 yards into Mountaineer territory.
Two defenders. that was a funny story, too.
35-yard attempt here for Jacob Borchilla, who's already hit from 45 yards today. And he is 2 for 2. And so Kansas avoids the red zone interception, and that nets 3 points. A true freshman from Lawrence, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Daniels surveying, throws to Grimm, hits him right between the ones, and Grimm is racing loose into the red zone again, and Kansas on offense is right back to work.
Them to use a guy like Casey, who was just making the most of the opportunity.
2nd down for Daniels, searching for Casey, his 2nd touchdown in as many weeks.
I was getting ready to call it, guy, because you got 3 by 1 and you just get him in that seam. They love going to the seam route, whoever the tight end is. That's how Mason Fairchild got hurt.
Over 6 yards a carry right now. Lenny Brown remains in the game. Daggy rolls, push, and sacked. Rich Miller with his 2nd sack of the year, and a huge loss for this West Virginia offense. 14-yard sack for Miller.
Great job.
Seen on Fox, that was this morning.
Big win for Wolverines.
So after the pooch punt touchback by Kansas, Gavin Potter picks off Jared Daggy, and he takes it back. A pick 6.
Huge play by Gavin Potter. Able to read that, recognize it, and go after it and take it into the house. Daggy has been getting away with those slants and getting those balls across the middle of the field. That time, Gavin Potter understand how to fight through these kind of things.
Steps up, down the seam. Jared Casey has another, and he's down inside the 10-yard line.
And these guys won't go away, man. I mean, Casey on the seam route, wide open, and Jalen Daniels finds him, and they're in scoring position. This game is far from over. How quickly they were able to get the ball down the field.
Second one-handed catch in as many weeks for Casey. Now Daniels pulls it down. Daniels smells the pylon. He reaches for it, and he's across the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas.
Initially, I didn't think he got there. But, man, he just stretched out and scored.